Good morning, students. As I told you in live classes, what is the projectile motion? It is a two-dimensional motion in which if we project our body with some initial velocity u, making an angle theta with the x-axis, it follows a curved path. It does not follow a straight line path. Such type of motion of the body is known as projectile motion. You can see that a body is projected from point O with initial velocity u, making an angle theta. You see, body adopts OAB curved path. Okay, body is under two types of motion. First, it's horizontal motion, which is denoted by OB, and second, it's vertical motion. You see, horizontal motion is uniform motion because the horizontal component of velocity u cos theta remains constant throughout the motion, and vertical component of velocity, which is u sin theta, is variable in the OY motion. So projectile motion is the combination of horizontal motion and vertical motion. Particle covers x and y coordinates simultaneously. This is the beauty of projectile motion. It means particle covers x distance in the OX motion in time t, then it will cover some y distance in the OY direction. This is your OY direction and this is your OX direction. OX direction is also known as horizontal direction and OY is vertical direction. So this is the beauty of the projectile motion, that body covers x and y coordinates in OX and in OY directions simultaneously at the same time t. Right? Body covers x distance due to the horizontal component of velocity, which is ux is equal to u cos theta, and vertical component of velocity uy, which is u sin theta. Okay, at point O the velocity is u, which is the combination of u cos theta I cap plus u sin theta j cap. This is the combined velocity at point O. Okay. Now there are some parameters by which we study our projectile motion. Some parameters. First, we are interested to know the path of the projectile. So first parameter is path of projectile. Second parameter, we are interested to know the height of projectile. Second parameter, we are interested to know the height h. Third parameter is we are interested to know the time of flight denoted by capital T. And fourth parameter is range. Right? So first of all we are interested to calculate the path of the projectile. It means we are interested to connect the x and y coordinates of the projectile. Suppose I take that body covers x distance in the OX direction in time t and y distance in the same time t in the OY direction, reaching body at the location S having coordinates x, y after the time t projected from the point O. Now our task is to connect x and y coordinates. How we will connect x and y coordinates? We individually study the OX and OY motion separately. Okay. So first of all, I will study the OX motion separately. For OX motion, what are my details? First, ux is u cos theta, ax acceleration in the x direction is 0, distance traveled in the x direction is x in time t. So I will use the second equation of motion, which is s is equal to ut plus half a t square. This gives me the value of x, which is u cos theta into t. This is your equation first, x is equal to u cos theta into t. Now I will study OY motion separately. Details for OY motion is uy is u sin theta, sy is y, ay is minus g, because body is going in the upward direction, in the y direction. Okay. So ay is minus g and time taken is t. Using this in second equation of motion in the OY direction, you have y is equal to u sin theta t minus half g t square. This is your equation number second. You have two equations. Equation first, x is equal to u cos theta into t. Second is y is equal to u sin theta t minus half g t square. You have to connect x and y. So you have to eliminate t. Okay. So I calculate the value of t from the equation first. You can see here. My first equation was x is equal to u cos theta t. Okay. I take t is x upon u cos theta. Suppose this is equation 3. Put this 3 in equation second. We have my equation second is y is equal to u sin theta into t. Put t is x upon u cos theta minus half g t square, which is x square upon u square cos square theta. This gives you y is equal to x tan theta minus g x square upon 2u square cos square theta. If you analyze this equation, you see this equation is linear in y and quadratic in x. This represents the parabola. In mathematics, this is the equation of a parabola. So you can say that the path of the projectile is parabolic. Okay. So guys, in the next video I will discuss the other parameters of the projectile motion. For example, height of the projectile, which is also known as vertical range of the projectile, time of flight of the projectile, which is the time taken by the particle in air, or time of flight is the time for which particle stay in the air, and then I will calculate the horizontal range. Okay. So thank you and have a nice day.